What do you see, you people gazing at me? You see a doll on a music box that's wound by a key. How can you tell I'm under a spell? I'm waiting for love's first kiss. You cannot see how much I long to be free. Turning around on this music box that's wound by a key. Yearning, yearning, while I'm turning around and around.
Yeah, we got to the top 10, guys, and I know for well you can help me get to the top 5. So please, 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 as soon as voting is open, get your fingers on the buzzers. I mean, the buttons. So guys, so now that is the bomb ass intro finished, I really hope that you enjoyed that little part of this video. I'm just going to scroll through some pictures and short film so that you guys can see some close-ups of the actual finished piece, because obviously we didn't zoom in much on the face in there, you know, so gotta get up close and personal. As you know by the title, the theme for this challenge was be free with colour, so that is exactly what I did. I didn't have a plan of how the makeup was going to look. I just laid everything out in front of me and went with the flow. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my entry for the top 10 of the I Am Freedom Awards, and I am so grateful to have made it this far. You guys are absolutely freaking awesome for voting for me, sharing my video, getting all your family and friends to vote for me. It's absolutely amazing. All the support has been 100%, and I cannot thank you guys enough for that. So this is the look that I came up with, and the theme for this challenge is be free with colour. So I really hope that you enjoy watching this video. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to share this video with everybody and go ahead and vote for me. As soon as voting is open, I'll pop the link in the description box down below, and you guys can go ahead and do that if you want to support me. That would be absolutely awesome. Anything else? What else do I need to say?
These nuts.
These nuts, these nuts, these nuts. So I think that the voting is, you can do 3 times a day per email every 24 hours, if you know what I mean. So 3 times a day basically up until voting closes. Once I know all the details for the dates and things, I will pop that in the description box down below. If you want to learn how I got this super fun, awesome, amazing look, then keep on watching this video. Bye! Oh yeah, here is my palette. I use this palette for mixing stuff, okay? It's all the way up here, all the way down here. Okay, honey? Hi, oh hi honey, how you doing? Ha ha. Okay guys, so I'm going to get straight into it, and I'm going to start by filling out my brows, and I'm going to be using the Freedom Makeup Brow Pomade in the shade Charcoal. I do go ahead and do my other brow off camera just to save a little bit of time, and then I'm coming in and I am applying a white base to my entire face, and I also go ahead and do that down my neck as well. For this round we were able to use a base of our choice, so I thought that I would go with white because I did not want to just use something that was predictable, I suppose you could say. So yeah, stepping out of the box. out of the box, guys. Next, I come in with the Black Arts palette, and I use that white shade to set my whole face. As you can see there, I did one eye at a time just to make sure that I didn't get any creasing and things like that. This eyeshadow was so good at setting the base, and I absolutely just loved how pigmented it is, and it made the base really, really white and vibrant. By doing that as well, it does allow for a much smoother transition and blending when I do go ahead and add the other colours at a later date. After I have applied the whole white to my neck, I then come in with these lipsticks, and I'm basically just going to go ahead and use them as face paints by colouring in certain little pieces on my neck to add that extra colour and just really, really pop and stand out. Once I've finished colouring those bits in with the lipsticks, I go ahead and use the Chasing Rainbows palette and a large brush, and I just go ahead and set those colours with similar colour eyeshadows. So I'm popping a pink one over the pink lipstick and then a blue over the blue. And once I have done that, I then come in with a smaller shading brush and then just darker shadows out of the same palette and just add a little bit more depth to the neck piece.
So I'm gonna walk myself away.
I then come in with the Chasing Rainbow palette again, and I go ahead and use that really, really bright neon yellow, which I absolutely love, and I pack that over the remaining white parts that are left on the neck just to add extra vibrance and extra colour. Next, coming in with the Fairy Doll palette, I'm going to be using the black matte shade in there with a small pencil brush, and I'm going to go ahead and add some shading and just again make it really pop and add more depth and dimension, just because I find it makes the piece look a lot more interesting that way. Once I've done that, that is the neck piece finished. I'm going to move on to the face, and starting with the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and sketch out my cut crease just using a nice pencil brush and the same matte black eyeshadow from the Fairy Doll palette. Once I've finished lightly sketching out the cut crease, I'm coming in with the liquid liner in black, and I'm going to go ahead and start tracing out the shape for the eye look. And I'm not sure what it's called, but this is just what I had in my head, and I just went along with the flow. So yeah, sort of like a star shape, I guess, or a cross, just like, yeah, I don't know, it's just there, okay? It's just what's in my mind, and I'm putting it on my face. I did find that the liquid liner was a little bit hard for me to control because I'm not used to sort of painting things like this on my face, so I turned to using the brow pomade in charcoal, which is a black colour, and then I popped it on the back of my hand to warm it up and allow the product to smooth over my face really, really effortlessly, and I used a small brush to then finish off the details. Going back into the Chasing Rainbows palette, I'm going to be applying some coloured eyeshadow under my eyes, starting with the blue, the purple, and then the pink, then adding some yellow and green, and I'm just blending everything nicely together, making it really, really nicely, smoothly transition through the rainbow. And I just thought this look was so freaking beautiful. I love anything to do with colour, anything to do with rainbows, anything glittery, just everything. You know, I just love everything. That is it. I then come in and fill in the rest of the lid with the purple eyeshadow, and then come in with the black eyeshadow again from the Fairy Doll palette and finish off that crease. I just fill in the rest of the area with the black shadow and then blend it out nicely just to give it a really nice crisp finish.
Until the liquor gets me going, but I see fear in your eyes again. Love in the corner where we never wanted to go. And I see hate in your heart again, becoming something you never know. Did you even notice?
Going back into that brow pomade, I'm gonna go ahead and draw that little triangle underneath my eye and then connect everything together.
I'll be the first to make you feel alright. Fun and drugs, love all night. I say whatever you want.
And I'm I'm just popping a little line on the inner corner, and as you can see I popped one on the outer corner as well. Just adds a lot more interest than it just being those plain triangles. Next I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye, and basically I'm just doing exactly the same thing, but when I come to putting the eyeshadows on I do them in a different order or back to front, just so that it adds more interest and we're not completely symmetrical, because that would be boring, guys. That would be boring. And guys, I just want to say thank you so much for being so supportive and just so amazing. I cannot believe that I have even made it to the top 10. Like, it feels like a dream. Like, I don't know. I'm in shock. Seriously. I actually can't believe it. It's just amazing. You guys have done amazing to get me this far, because without you I obviously wouldn't be here, because it has relied on the public votes pretty much every time. So you are super important on this journey that I am currently in, and I really hope that we can continue and make it to the top 5. That would be absolutely amazing, and then I can take you guys to London with me and I can vlog everything for you and share just everything that happens. It would be freaking amazing. I mean, my voice is like literally going through the roof because it is so freaking excited of what could happen. Like, literally this could change my life and my family's life, and you guys can be a part of that and help me achieve a dream. Literally, like, I've never been so close to achieving something so freaking unbelievably amazing. Next, moving on to the red nose, and I'm using one of the red lipsticks, the reddest red that I could find in the collection. Once I've done that, I set it with a matte red eyeshadow out of the Fairy Doll palette, just to make sure that everything is set nicely in place. And then I come in with a pencil brush and some black eyeshadow and just add some depth and dimension. Again, we don't want anything to be too flat or boring. We want to make everything pop, and we want the details to be on point. I then add a little shiny highlight with some white lipstick and some white eyeshadow. Next, I move on to a little bit of contour onto the face, around the hairline, just to add a little bit more interest so we're not a completely pale white face. So yeah, I go in with the purple and the pink from the Chasing Rainbows palette.
I'll be the first to make your back blow out, showing you things you never knew, that's it. Never knew.
Next, I am coating my eyelashes with Freedom Makeup's eye mascara in the shade Black, and just a nice even coat over all of my lashes. I then go ahead and line my waterline using the brow pomade in charcoal and a fine brush, just to finish off the look. I added some lashes, and I also lined my upper lash line with the liquid liner as well. And now I am moving on to the lips, and I am applying this bright hot pink lipstick, and I absolutely love this colour. Look how stunning it is. Once I have done that, I'm going to go ahead with my fine brush and my brow pomade in the shade Charcoal again, and I'm going to make a really cute sort of like angelic sort of smile there, and I'm going to bring the smile up on each corner, and I'm going to emphasize the Cupid's bow and make it into a really nice pouty lip, like smiley poutiness. You know, guys, you're feeling me?
Know about it in the afterlife. Oh, yeah. Love me afterlife.
After I have outlined that, I then come in with a black eyeshadow and a pencil brush, and I go ahead and blend everything out and make it into sort of an ombre lip. Now, I'm not going for a really subtle ombre where it changes from, say, lilac to pink. We are going from black to hot pink, so I wanted it to be sort of like a shocking ombre. Do you know what I'm saying? And then I come in with a pink eyeshadow that matches the lipstick, and I just blend that out further, and I also set that lip and make it matte. Once I've done that, I go ahead and apply some of the white Stormtrooper lipstick into the center of the lips, just to add more depth, make them really pop, and just make them look voluptuous and beautiful. Every single clown has got to have beautiful lips, okay? For the smiling and the laughing.
30,000 feet above our bed, the only one I love to be right here.
have finished the lips, I go ahead and contour my jawline with a bit of purple and pink eyeshadow. And now it's time for the fun part. I'm adding some drips. Yes, some drips, guys, some real life drippity drips. I go ahead and use the eyeshadow colours out of the Chasing Rainbows palette, and I basically just let them drip down my face. And any excess product that I have left, I go ahead and place it on my brush and then splatter it onto my face to add a lot more interest, texture, and just really fun and really bright colours. I just wanted to create that really happy vibe and just, I don't know, I just wanted to have fun. So that is exactly what I did. I almost went blind a few times because it went in my eyeball, but yeah, it's all about having fun. So I went ahead and did that with the pink as well, and then I also added a blue one off camera just because I didn't think you wanted to see another drip because you'd already seen those ones. So yeah, did the same thing for those. I also added my wig, as you can see, my bright hair. Yes, I don't know if that was on there before, you don't know, but it's there now. And I added some little dots underneath the triangles and also above them. And now I am adding some glitter spray. I mean, I went overboard with this. I should have probably put a gas mask on because I could not breathe. The glitter was definitely in the air. As you can see on my neck piece, that glitter is going crazy. I also decided to touch up that smile where the yellow drip had gone over it because I felt like it took the detail and the real sharpness away from it. And guys, this pretty much is the finished look. I'm so sorry that this video was so long, but I just could not shorten it. I wanted to show you every little detail. I really hope that you can vote for me, share this with everybody because everybody's vote counts. I really want us to get to the final and the top 5. I mean, oh my god, it would be freaking insane. I will leave all the information in the description box down below, and I will see you in my next video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! Mwah!